is one of the most important. What's going on, everybody? It's Cameron, aka KillaCam, and I am back with another video. And it was actually pretty good.
Psych!
But before this video even starts, I want to give a big shout out to Imani S. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to you, girl. And if anybody else has any video recommendations, comment them. If anybody else has any video recommendations, comment them down below and I will do them. It's 10:36. I literally got in here at around like 8:45. It's just me a whole hour to figure out where I wanted to film this video, how I wanted it to be, because I didn't want to like give you guys like the same old boring, you know, backgrounds that I normally do. But I had to end up filming the video in my room due to the disruptions that I got when I tried to do them outside, like in the main quads or whatever. All I gotta say about that is some of you Hampton females are weird as shit.
Period! Period!
And if you have anything to say, really got disrupted so many times. People was doing some stupid stuff. Like, you know, I'm trying to record a video, yet you doing whatever you're doing. It is what it is. I'm not really too upset about it because I just filmed it in my room instead, so. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. In today's video, I will be giving you all 5 college transfer tips. In today's video, I'll be giving you all 5 college transfer tips. So let's just get right into it. So as you all may know, I transfer yada yada yada. It is a process. It can be either a long process or a short process. It is what you make it. It's about you managing your time. It's about you managing your time and also you sacrificing your time as well. So the first tip that I would recommend anyone looking to transfer schools is to make sure that your grades are up to par. You can't do anything regarding transferring when your grades are bad. Like, it's just not going to happen for you. Requirements for transfers are lower. I believe that it's a 2.0 or higher for most schools for transfers to be accepted into the school. But if you're looking to get into a big school, you know, like Georgetown, Howard, NYU, Stanford, you know, along those lines, you have to have at least over a 3.3 or just aim for a 3.5. But grades are honestly no joke in regards to transferring, because you will just end up, you know, being stuck at the school that you don't really like, and that's not really a good experience for you because you just don't want to waste, you know, 2 years, even 4 years of your life at some place that you don't really like. If you know that you are going to be transferring, make sure that your first semester grades are good. Like within the first 2 months of college, you kind of get a feel for the school, like whether you like it or whether you don't like it. So I would say like around September or school usually starts in August, September and October, make sure to like really start getting the ball on it with your grades, making sure that you meet the necessary requirements that you have to meet. And yeah, that's literally the most important tip that I could give to anyone, you know, transferring. Make sure that your grades are up to par. It very, so that is tip number 1. Tip number 2. Oh no, that is 4. Why do I keep doing it? It's 2. Tip number 2 is to apply to at least 3 to 5 schools. Do not apply to just one school and think that you're going to get into that one school, because you never know what could happen. Like, anything can happen. So just to be safe, make sure you apply to at least 3 to 5 schools. But I was taught in high school to apply to a guaranteed get-in school, a reality school, and a reach school. And of course, a guaranteed school means that you are going to get in without a doubt. A reality school is a school where you like 9 times out of 10 like see yourself at and see yourself thriving at. And a reach school is some place as to where you're not for sure, like it's a 50 chance that you're going to get in. So apply to at least 3 to 5 schools. Do not do just one, because you just don't want to be stuck in the school that you don't really like. Like I mentioned before in the previous step, it's just you just don't want to waste your life someplace that you don't like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Alright, tip number 3. Keep up with dates. I cannot emphasize.
But he was a clown then.
Organized. I can't stress that enough, because mind you, you have college work that you have to tend to. You have to focus on your grades, and on top of that, you gotta focus on filling out applications. So be organized, get a planner, have note cards. Like, be on top of these dates, because these schools will not accept you after that date. Like, the deadline is the deadline. And
Harriet!
not go over the deadline, or else you will just miss out on your opportunity to apply to that school. Like, it is a process of juggling both, and it can be very, very stressful on you. Like, and it can be very, very stressful on you, but I promise you, if you are organized, a lot of that stress will be off your shoulders, knowing that you know when certain things are due. You can kind of plan out and map out what days you're going to, you know, apply to certain schools, apply to certain scholarships, or whatever the case may be. So stay on top of everything, not even just with the transferring process, just in college in general. Stay on top of everything. Work, deadlines, because professors, they're not going to tell you when anything is due. Like, it's your job as a student to keep up with the dates, check your emails. Here at Hampton, we have Blackboard, so everything, you know, the teachers, they put the assignments on Blackboard, so it's your responsibility to keep up with Blackboard and to keep up with what is to be turned in for the week or just for the course in general. So just keep up with dates and stay organized. Please, it's one of the most important. That is one of the most important as well. So yeah. Tip number, if I do this one more time, bro.
You must really be mad, and for what?
Tip number 4 is paperwork. Paperwork just in general. In order to transfer, you have to present to the school, you know, your transcript, your previous report card from your high school. You have to have SAT scores. Schools, they want all of that. So mind you, it takes time for your transcripts and for these for the SAT scores, you know, to be sent to your home, to be sent to your school. So if you know that you're going to transfer in between, so usually you should be knowing, like, if you want to transfer between the months of like August and November, make sure that you order those documents as soon as you are looking to transfer. I kid you not, those paperwork, those...
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk! Those
documents are just as important as your application, because schools want to review, you know, your previous work and what you've done in the past. And it takes time for those things to process with colleges and with your high schools, I'm pretty sure, and just your SAT scores in general. So make sure that as soon as you come up with the decision to transfer, make sure that the first thing that you do is get your paperwork together and start ordering those things and start requesting those things from your schools as soon as possible, because future university, they need that. That is just as important as tip number 1. So yeah, man. Tip number 5, very last and final tip, is to put an effort towards your applications. There's going to be essays, there's going to be certain stuff, there's going to be certain requirements in your application that you're just not going to want to do. You're just going to feel lazy. You're just going to be over it because of the amount of work that you have from college and just other things that you have going on in general. I get it. I've been through it. But I promise you, there's nothing better than getting that decision letter saying that you got accepted. So put an effort towards these essays. Like, to be honest, you don't even have to write all those essays that you think that you have to write, because honestly, the questions on applications are very similar to each other. So what I recommend you to do is to save your essays, because some portions of the essays that you completed in the past can be used on other applications, because obviously they're not going to know. I mean, duh. So yes, save your essays and put in a lot of time and effort into them. And also, if you have classes as to where you professors aren't too harsh on attendance, I'm not saying skip your classes all the time, but maybe take a day off to, you know, just to dedicate that day to filling out scholarship applications, applications for schools in general, anything that you need to do, because it is a long journey in regards to transferring, and it can stress you the hell out if you let it stress you out. All in all, just be organized, know where you want to go, map out how you're going to complete everything that you have to complete, and just try your best to relax through it all. I know it's hard because it's like you want to get out of school and it's just like, oh, you don't know where you're going to end up next year. But I promise you, what will be for you will be for you. And yeah, that's all the tips that I have for you guys in regards to transferring. And like I said, if you want me to do a certain video, comment it down below and I will be happy to do whatever video that you guys request from me. Thank you all so much for showing me all the love that you have been lately. Thank you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 1K. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your brothers, tell your sisters, subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 1K. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back next week. Actually, my posting schedule is every other Sunday or a day within every other week, either Sunday or like Monday. But most of the time, okay, Sunday. I post every other Sunday. So if I post on a Sunday, I won't post the other Sunday. I'll post the following Sunday after that. So yeah, so I will be back. I'll be back the Sunday after next with another video. Bye guys.